morning, everybody. Alright, it is time for another vlog, trucking vlog adventure, whatever you want to call it. We're in Houston, Texas right now, eastbound I-10. We're going to be making a delivery to the H.E. Butts Distribution Center here in town. Alright, so I got to ask my friend of mine who regularly watches my channel if I've been to this particular customer before. I'm like, I don't think I have. I mean, but I told him I couldn't be completely certain that I have or haven't. I know there were some customers here in the area that I've been to that I don't necessarily remember who they were. So actually it turns out, because I told him, his name's Miguel, he also drives for us. I told him I've been to the one in San Antonio. Actually, I've been, there's like several of them in San Antonio, and I've been to at least one of them over there. I want to say another one, but I forget where. But I ended up misspeaking on that, because I told him I don't think I'd been to this one before, but when I took a closer look, because the address that corresponded to the one we're going to today went to a different building than the one that I went to last time. But it's but I can best determine. I'm still going to check in, and I'm still going to park in the same staging lot and check in at the same guard check that I do when I went to the place I went to last time. I don't know if I have video footage of it. I don't think I do, but I could be wrong. I would have to check my channel. I didn't even bother to check that. We're about the 750 mile marker right now, or actually 749. So I got about 7 miles to go before we'll be getting on the Sam Houston Tollway and heading north. So last time I ended up going to this place, I didn't know that I could use the tollway. Because tollways usually have more limited exits. So I didn't know that I could easily get off the tollway right there at Clay Road, or pretty much. Because that's the street that my customers supposedly off. Well, yes, it is, but I'm going to have to make a left turn onto another street heading north after I get past the actual building that I'm going to, or believe I'm going to, in order to get to where the staging and check-in area is. But last time I went there, I did not take the tollway. I took whatever surface street was just east of the tollway. It's a north-south road. Those guys who are from Houston might recognize it. I'm zoomed out a little bit too far to get it to be able to tell you right now. Not important, but that is the way you can go if you want to avoid paying tolls. However, if you're a JCT driver, JCT pays tolls, so it's not a concern to me. Alright, we got the Katy Tollway coming up. Now, we'll have some more on all that topic there soon, but until then, let's talk about something else here. How about the Philadelphia Eagles? Yeah, boy! As you guys know, I am an Eagles fan. I've been an Eagles fan for a good 30 years now. Congratulations to them for making it to the Super Bowl last night, or yesterday, whatever. Started out as a good game, but unfortunately the 49ers, man, they just cannot avoid the injury bug when it comes to their quarterbacks. Their rookie quarterback, who was already in the game, he was already playing for them every game, because the two previous quarterbacks had already been injured. Then he gets injured himself in the first quarter of this game. I'm actually concerned about him because they were reporting after the game that it might be a UCL injury, which is a ligament in the elbow, in the arm. It goes up to the elbow. Yeah, if you watch baseball at all, UCL injuries are pretty common with pitchers. And whenever it's usually when they're when it's a pitcher in baseball and they have a UCL injury, a lot of times it ends up being a tear, and they have to have what's called Tommy John surgery to get it repaired. Now, if they do Tommy John surgery, my experience tells me that it's going to take them. They're going to be out of commission for an entire year before they are going to be back out on the mound pitching. So that does concern me about Brock Purdy, the rookie sensation cornerback for the 49ers. I got to keep my eyes on these signs because it's not very far. We're only a few miles away from where my exit is. I don't necessarily need to move over yet. When we get about 2 miles away, I think it's exit 756 that I'm looking for. So when I get to about 754-ish, I need to start moving to the right and prepare myself to, because these four-wheelers to my right are not leaving enough space where I can easily move over. So give it time. All right. Anyway, like you guys might know, I'm from California though. And it's been common for me to get asked actually, you know what, I might have an opportunity right here now. As long as this car 2 lanes over doesn't try to come over. Yeah, here we go. Okay. So being from Southern Cal, I often get asked, how did I become an Eagles fan if I'm from California? And because growing up in Southern Cal for a long time, we had the Raiders and the Rams both in LA, and of course the Chargers as well in San Diego. Naturally, people wonder, like, well, why would you be an Eagles fan if you got other teams right there in Southern Cal that you can support? And actually, funny thing is, I actually was a Raiders fan for the longest time when I was growing up. In fact, when they were playing at the LA Coliseum, I would even go to Raider games whenever I could, and I always had good times there. There's some crazy stuff going on there, but whatever the case, problem was, even in Southern Cal, you cannot go to a lot of places wearing Raiders gear because they consider it gang apparel. Even Dodgers gear to some extent, depending on where you're at. Some places would have this. You can't be wearing that in here because it's gang affiliated apparel. Basically, is what they saw it as. It's stupid mentality. I was like, just because I'm wearing Raiders gear doesn't mean I'm a gangbanger. Now they're the home team. What do you expect people to wear there? Let's see if I can get over there. Because I still got, yeah, they're backing off. Give them a thank you flash there. All right, they're, as far as I was concerned, they're the home team, and that's just who you normally most people normally follow if they're into sports, is whoever the home team is. Oh yeah, I can go to their games. I don't have to fly across the country to go to their damn games like I would for the Eagles. So yeah, of course that's natural. Like, why would I support a team if I can't go to the stadium very easily to watch their games? Like it's a couple hour drive from where I was living most of my childhood in Barstow. From there down to basically, when the Raiders were in LA, they played at the Coliseum, and the Coliseum is right on the south side of USC's campus, University of Southern California. So yeah, regularly, like if I went to a game, I'd go park on USC's campus in one of the parking garages there, and then walk down over to the stadium. Always a good time there, but again, I want to be able to wear, I want to be able to sport my favorite team's gear, and I couldn't do that because that's gang apparel. So I started thinking, you know what, maybe I should just start allying with another team instead. I still like the Raiders. I still want to see them do well, but even to this day, 30 years later, after all this, you're not gonna. I have my windshield wipers. I have them in automatic mode right now, where it's supposed to automatically detect whether there's water on my windshield, which will actually make it automatically sweep at whatever interval it thinks is appropriate, but it's taking too long. Anyway, so winter, I need to look for a different team to follow. If I want to be able to wear another team's, someone's, some kind of sports apparel that I'm into, whatever. And I was a football fan, so just so happened at the time, I was still in school, maybe junior high or high school, I forget when it was, somewhere in that ballpark though. Is when all this was going on. And I didn't know, I ended up taking a real liking to the Eagles at the time, with particularly because of Randall Cunningham and his playing style. He just wasn't your typical quarterback at the time. Back then quarterbacks were not like super mobile, and they weren't really known for scrambling. You might have some bootleg plays that those are age-old plays, but it wasn't typical for a quarterback to leave the pocket intentionally, unless they were forced out by defenders chasing them or something. But Randall Cunningham was kind of, I don't know, I'd call him a pioneer, but he was definitely a different style, and Buddy Ryan and the offense there, and the rest of the Eagles staff were okay with him having that playing style. If you guys ever watched the movie American Underdog, about Kurt Warner, Hall of Fame quarterback who won a Super Bowl with it was LA, but then St. Louis. I think he was in St. Louis when they won the Super Bowl with the Rams. Anyway, if you ever watch that movie, there's scenes in there talking about how he would always get criticized by his coach about leaving the pocket. His coach wanted him to stay a pocket passer, but he just didn't want to do it. And that was kind of the mentality back then with a lot of quarterbacks. With coaching staffs, they didn't want their quarterbacks leaving the pocket. They wanted them to be basically a kind of a shot caller and get that ball distributed to other players, keep the other players involved. If you're not handing it off to the running back, you're expected to pass it. But Randall, it was kind of an old RPO kind of thing there, where you never knew what you were going to get with him. And they had just an entertaining style to them, I guess. Man, they had that really good 4-6 defense scheme that they also ran. So, I don't know, I just took a liking to it. And ever since then, I've been an Eagles fan. I've been following them for as long as I can. Clay Road is 1 mile away. That's where we're going to be exiting at. Now, there was a time where I was not able to really follow any sports at all, because really after I became a dad, my firstborn son, Oh man, I love him. He watches my channel all the time, but not an easy one to race, I'll tell you that. To make it simple there though, he took a lot of time and attention, and he had no attention span, still doesn't, and no interest in sports. So it's not like I could just sit there and watch a sports event with my kids, because neither one of my boys really has any interest in sports. And my older boy Christian, man, he's all over. He'll be all over the place, you know, getting into all kinds of mischief. So for a long time, I just couldn't even watch. Alright, we are going to need to make a right turn up here very quickly, so let's see if I can make it over. Alright, these guys are leaving me space. Alright, cool. Yeah, we got room here. Alright, this is going to be Clay Road coming right up here. It's really cool of those cars to stay back there like that. There's 3 lanes right here. I don't think they necessarily even, I didn't even pay attention. I don't think they really even had to yield to me. It's, you know, there was the one lane that I could have come into right away, and they didn't necessarily have to, but they did, and I definitely appreciate that. Alright, anyway, so hopefully the 49ers quarterback, Brock Purdy, though, I really hope he doesn't need Tommy John surgery to get that UCL injury fixed. Yeah, hopefully it's just some rest. Alright, we're going to be making a right turn here to head east on Clay Road now. We got to swing it a little bit wide here, make sure my tandems stay clear. Okay, it's maybe about a mile, it should be, yeah, about a mile away. I'm expecting it to be about an 80-mile trip, and I should be right at about a mile or so from hitting right at that 80 miles. 80 miles away, what I meant is, you know, because I stopped at the Loves in Weimar, Texas, which is, like I said, 80 miles west of here. I ended up, I could have gotten all the way here to the customer yesterday, but I wanted to be shut down before the Eagles game started yesterday, 49ers and Eagles game, and it just so happened I was about as far as I could get without, and also be in a spot where I could get a shower that I won't have to pay for. So I ended up choosing to do my 10-hour break over there. Now we're gonna run over here, make our delivery, and head off right away to our next reload, but we'll talk more about the reload on the way out of here though. Alright, so there's one thing here that kind of annoys me about you guys who are Eagles haters right now. I mean, I was seeing that on some Facebook posts, and one of my friends was talking about it. He was PMing me last night, and what is it with you guys all talking about how the Eagles had such a soft schedule, and that's the only reason why we did as well. The Eagles did, not we, but because I don't play for the Eagles, and just because I'm a fan of them doesn't mean that I have that I had any real contribution to their success. I just support them. But anyway, alright, so if you look at the end of the season schedule, standings, and who the Eagles played, As far as the NFC East teams are concerned, yeah, they did have what turned out to be the softest schedule of the 4 NFC East teams. They were by no means they by no means had the easiest schedule across the NFL, though. And they actually did play a number of playoff caliber teams. In fact, all of the NFC East teams, except I think the Washington Commanders, made it to the into the playoffs. So, okay, so yeah, I think right here is building coming right up. Right here is the one my thing corresponds to. But we're gonna make the left turn here at this light and go up the street, and on the left side will be an entrance to the staging lot. Alright, so yeah, I was talking about how they play. Nice job, dipshit. You think you know the fucking limit line's a little further back. Alright, anyway, yeah, they played a number of teams that were quality, that even made the playoffs, like Jacksonville. They played the Giants twice, the Cowboys twice, the Commanders twice. No, the Commanders didn't make it, but they came close. Alright, we're going to go up to the north end here of this lot. There'll be a driveway I can come in on this side, and we're going to find a spot we can back into or nose and pull through into, whichever. I'm not going to do it. Here we go. Yeah, this guy's not going that fast. It looks like he's going to turn into here as well, so. Alright, I'm no stranger at all to blindsiding. I know other people don't like to blindside, so. Actually, there's plenty of room here, so it won't matter anyway. Get over here, maybe closer to this green truck, because yeah, I don't necessarily have to park right next to him, but we'll get somewhere in the area near him. Probably a couple spots over from him is fine. Up already. Oh. I'm set up like shit. Might as well just get my tandems over there by this guy and park next to him after all, because I was trying to use the monitor to see where I was at. Not done yet, Hirschbach. You're asking, wait, you know damn well that I need to reset. That's bad manners there, guys. Do not fucking go around a truck that you know damn well is going to have to reset. Let them reset first. And then make your move after you're convinced that they don't need the... Damn it. I'm having a hard time getting my tandems where I need them. Again, what's that? Do I have a pen? Yeah. Yeah, let me fix it myself real quick. the spot I really wanted to go into, but it'll work. Yeah, the driver of the truck next to me, I guess, doesn't have a pin, so. Alright. Yeah, and the problem I was having there is my tandems were not lining up till too close to the. That was close. No problem.
Thank you.
Okay. Alright guys, we're all we're ready to check in, to dock in here now. It's 9:50 in the morning though. There was a delay there. It's actually, oh, we're good there. Actually, not really a delay. That was their fault. Apparently, my appointment time wasn't until 9:30. My load info said 7:30, but for some reason, they gave me an appointment time. They told me it was 9:30. So, I just got a text message at 9:44, which was just a few minutes ago, saying that I can dock in now. Do that, we're going to come over here and we'll get our our gate pass, whatever. Go ahead. Morning.
Gotcha. Door 216. You've been here before, right?
It's been a while, but
Friday, go all the way down.
okay, appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
Alright, yeah, so according to Google, last time I was here was 4 years ago. Okay, so he said turn right, go all the way down. So, alright, 216. I see a 400 wing on that other building. There aren't any pedestrians here, so I'm not going to waste my time stopping for that. These are 100 wing doors here, right here. Okay, I do remember going around this curve before. Actually, it's kind of reminiscent of a particular customer in Southern Cal. Can't remember. Yeah. I want to say a particular customer in Wilmington, California, perhaps. Alright, let's go carefully here because we're good. Alright, I see a lot of trucks over here, so imagine yeah, it does look like now door 200 will be right here where that extension is at right there. So 216 should be 16 doors past that. I'm gonna come over here. I don't want this guy in the white Freightliner forcing me to set up blindside or screw up my setup. Yeah, dude, don't think you're gonna make me come out the other way, come across, because I'll sit there and have a Mexican standoff with you, and I won't move. Okay, it looks like 216 might be down over by where that SOAR Logistics guy is, either pulling out or pulling in. I can't tell what, but it should be in that ballpark. May have to wait for him to, I'm probably going to have to wait for him to either dock in or out, whatever he's doing there, I don't know. Okay, 210 is this white truck here. 12, 13, 14, alright. 2 doors past the sword truck. I'm going to go and open my doors now. Alright, this guy has bad backing habits here. He's doing his backing with his windows open. I know his windows shut. Okay, so he is pulling out of his door, it looks like. Alright, it's going to be between this rapid transport guy with the red Peterbilt. What is Prime doing? I don't know. Well, I'm going to go around him. I don't know what he's doing, but my doors are already open. I'm not waiting. I'm a little bit wide there, but I think that line is just, yeah, it's a little bit wide, but plenty of room here. As long as I wasn't crossing a line on his side, we were good. Yeah, we got a winner here. Perfect. Alright, so I'm going to take my bills over to door 200, check in, and I'll wait, see how long this goes. It's 9:50 right now, 9:58, I mean. Alright guys, we are done unloading. Bills don't show any problems at all, so either way, I got 2 load locks inside the trailer I want to make sure are still there. Pull forward, double check, because if they're missing, I don't want to pull away from the door. Alright guys, we're all set here. Went ahead and closed my doors though, so I don't know if they're going to need them open or closed when I get to the guard shack, but I'll just go ahead and leave them shut for now. If it turns out I need them open, I can always open them back up when I get over there. Everything went well here, but it is 1:20, 13:20 local time, so and what was it? I think a little bit before 10 o'clock when I docked in, so yeah, I was in the dock door for over 3 hours. Kind of, I would call it typical for a grocery chain. Yeah, Walmart. Anytime I do Walmart loads, they usually expect to be in the door about 3.5 hours, somewhere in that ballpark on a typical delivery. So, can I really complain about this? No, not really. It just seems like kind of par for the course to me. Something else here. Well, you guys might have noticed when I was coming in here to dock in, there was this one point where there was I think it was a truck coming the other way, like leaving, and I was on my way in, and there was an employee walking across to get over to the building. Okay, so this is a safety concern here, guys. Pay attention. You know, it takes 2 people paying attention for nobody to get hurt there. But the minute even one person is not paying attention, or actually if one person's paying attention but the other's not, more likely you're still going to end up safe. But if two people are simultaneously not paying good attention to what's going on there, someone's getting ran over, and you don't want that, all right? So, and what was going on there was the employee was walking across the lane to go toward the building from behind the other guy's truck and trailer. I had no idea they were coming until after I came around the back side of the other guy's trailer and saw them there. Whether they saw me before or not, I don't know, but they either saw me and made an assumption that I would see them, and that I would check up for them, or they were just totally not paying attention. Dude, are you seriously gonna fucking pull that shit on me? Actually, oh, you know what? I think I do need to come over here to this side because, alright. You want me to go to the stop sign?
Yeah, keep it close, yeah.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna get checked out. Gotta give him back the gate pass. Get my status changed. Alright, double check this guy's gonna stop here. I'm pretty sure he will, but I wanna, again, you don't make assumptions about what someone's gonna do, and make sure you know what they're actually gonna do. Alright, we're gonna make the right turn out of here. Looks like we're clear. Yeah, once I can get home to my new cord and hopefully get my Eagle Eye system back up and running, hopefully won't have to keep doing that, hitting the switch on the remote to make the view change like that. I can just do it during the video editing and put it however I want it. Alright. So, yeah, I was just telling him, okay, so he does, they do want to actually check inside the trailer on the way out, so it's okay to leave the doors open. Yeah, he was asking me, I hope it was a pleasant experience. I'm like, it wasn't bad. Yeah, it really, it's, I can't really say I got real complaints about it, because like I say, it's a grocery distributor. I usually expect to be in the dock door for about that amount of time. It's not ideal, but... God damn it, stupid light, you changed a little bit too fast. Alright, now overall though, because now when I was looking at the Google reviews for the place before I got here, there seemed to be some complaints about the people in the guard shack. I know one person said something about you know, kind of typical inner city type of people with their rude mannerisms and stuff. Honestly, I didn't get that impression at all. The one, there was a Indian guy, you know, like Punjabi type Indian guy in there, I think. I don't think it was the same guy I checked, I checked in with when I was getting the dock door, but there was another one in there who was like that, and then his Latina lady, I don't know if she was Puerto Rican or something else, but you know, and they were both friendly. Now, I'm not saying that, yeah, it could have been a black woman or whatever else in there, and yeah, people can be absolutely friendly, and it doesn't, you know, so ultimately it really shouldn't have mattered, but I'm just kind of describing for, just in case there's somebody at HEB who sees this and kind of wants some feedback on how the guards here are. Maybe it'll kind of help you identify the people who are working. Yeah, no problem at all with them. All right, when you get through docking in, you get into door 200. You're gonna go right across the lane. As soon as you get in the door, there's a lane that the forklift operators use to go back and forth. Go across that lane and straight across, and up against that mobile modular building thing in there, whatever it is. Go right up against the rail, and then you'll see the spot there where you check in and out at. Now, attention. The way in, you know, the guy in there, I didn't see anything wrong with him either. And on the way back out, when I was checking out, the bills were already sitting there on the counter waiting for me. All I had to do was just look down at the counter and, oh, there are my bills right there. Okay, good to go, you know. No problems there, no OS&Ds. So as far as the staff here were concerned, no complaints at all. It was just, okay, could it be a little more on the timely side? Sure. That would be, if I were to nitpick about something, if I really wanted to find something to complain about, that would be the one and only thing that I would have any gripe about at all. But again, it's the amount of time I was in the door there was a pretty normal amount of time for a grocery distributor. Could, you know, again, could always be ideally less, but, you know, you can either be a glass half full or a glass half empty kind of guy, a person or woman or whatever, and, you know, it doesn't matter if you're a glass half empty type, you're gonna find whatever reason to complain, whatever there is. For me, I'd prefer to be glass half full, so, yeah, really no complaints. It's not going to affect my reload, which, by the way, where are we going to next? Our next load will be picking up at the Tyson facility in Seguin, Texas, which is just on this side of San Antonio. I've been there numerous times before in the past. Yeah, it's not due for pickup until I think 4 in the morning tomorrow. But I'm going to go ahead and get moving over there. Probably clean out my trailer, get it filled back up with fuel, and then go drop the empty perhaps, and then possibly sit bobtail over in the area till it's ready. Who knows? But whatever the case, I anticipate not leaving with it until sometime in the middle of the night. But anyway, yeah, we got the Sam Houston tollway right here in front of us. We're going to make a left to go back to the south on it, get back over to I-10, and then head west on 10. And that'll get us right over to Seguin. It's about 150, it's really actually about 160 mile trip actually, because just, well, maybe, yeah, it's just a few miles from here to the 10 freeway, and then, you know, we're going to go from exit 756 to like 607 or so is what it is. So, yeah, barely 150 miles is what it amounts to. So that's what will be coming up next, all right? I'm going to go ahead and end this video for you guys here. And again, hope you got some good entertainment or value, whatever, informational value out of it, whatever, as always. And all right, we'll see you guys in Seguin, all right? We'll see you guys. Have a great day.